Today we will study the 6 documents and documentation. So the information science have a lot of the information or data or history possesses that. So how do we scholarly approach the information? The science is science, so we have definite, defined information, scholarly approach or study. So today we will review the documents and documentation. It's an easy area, but many researchers define the definition of document. So very simply, document is we write in the paper, but in the scholarly approach is a little bit different approach for studying or learning. So many researchers have some definition. Just I introduced two definitions about a 60 years gap for different scholars. Susan Briet defined is a star document. You know the star in the sky, and is a pebble rolled by a torrent, a document. It means is the pebble. Pebble is rolling in the beach, or tolerance very quickly stream, and then this pebble pass away by a tolerance, and then the pebble is make a very small, very rounding, and with something very good decoration. It is also document. He asked that. Also is a living animal or document. So this is for progress. As a living animal is progress, and then the animal is shows to the some information in there. So also this is also document, and he has question. The definition is the answer is no, absolutely no. But the photographs and the catalogs of stars, the stones, in a museum of mineralogy, and the animals that are catalogued and shown in the zoo are documented. So let me explain that. If you saw in some pebble in the beach, this is not document, but the pebble is moved to mineralogy museum or some animal in the zoo. It's document. It means it's a wild animal is not documented. But in the zoo, we have so many animals in the wild. Even if the wild animals, they are also documented. It's different. What's the meaning? The naturally stay in the outside is not document, but it is something is given by researchers, give information, and then the stone or animal is moved to museum or zoo, and then the stone or wild animal is documented. So 60 years later, 2017, Michael Buckland is very developed definition of the document. An object is to be considered documents when they are an assertion or perception of evidence for some belief. It means is if we saw the stone or wild animal in the zoo or in the museum, and then the object is the some document by assertion or perception of evidence. This stone, there is something right there, or something input the history. They are very ruled by the tolerance, and something is developed. So the object is contains some information, and then we say the document. The introduction says documents as carriers of information. So carries information. What's the meaning of the document? Carries some information, and then we say document. Because I said in the beach, some rolled pebble is not document. But the pebble, some pebble includes some information and carry to the museum, and then document is different. Okay. Also, the wild animal in the nature is not document. But the wild animal lion, if the lion is moved to in the zoo, and the lion has something information because it's very wide and tough or something. But we tail the lion, and then the lion has some information. It means is if we make some pet, something like the dog or cat, and the lion is also some information is himself or self to carry the information become pets. So it's a little bit different, distinguish the document. Okay. So documents play a central role in the information disciplines and professions. And the documentation movement of the first half of the 20th century was one of the predecessors of information science. So 21st century, that kind of concepts, yes, information science, part of disciplines. So before that time, just study stuff. Wild animal is wild animal. But 20 centuries, we express the definition of the documents, and then we distinguish the stone in between the natural and the museum is different. Also, the lion is different between the museum and nature. Is document or not? This is all developed since the first half of 20th centuries. However, although documents carry information and data, they are not synonymous with either. It means is we are even if the stone and the lion in the museum or the zoo, they carry some information and data, but it's not synonymous. It means the complex relations between these concepts and the significance of the relation for the information disciples has been discussed for many years, gaining new impetus and recent years. It means is so many years the information is progressed, and for example, the tiger. If some tiger lives in the jungle or in some Asian area, and himself or herself is not a document, but the tiger is moved to the zoo, and then some years later, the tiger is tailed by people, give to food and some make show, and some very knives or some tailed or training for them. and then the tiger is very change it for wild, not wild things. And then the tiger has some include the information. Okay, that is some data. It means is if we take the tiger for a long time, and then the tiger can become a pets, such like that. So the information accumulated or researched become a data. Data also inform. And why we make these documents? Finally, decision is the MIS. MIS is a Management Information Science System. Also, Management Information System is the business or business econ area. We have the MIS. It's Management Information Science. So MIS means we have a lot of data. Nowadays, as you know, there's a big data. So many works to do in this area, and big data we are sorting and manipulate and develop and research, and then we make the information. Why we do that? Because that's decision making. Okay. For example, you guys coming to school every Thursday morning around 9, depends on you. And then this is accumulated data. Okay, if I go to school at 9, this educate time for arrive in here 10 o'clock. This is data for your ID or for your memory. So if I start at 9 o'clock, okay, 10 o'clock is enough to take a class. This is data. And then accumulate the data, the repeated the situation. And 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then accumulate your information. Okay, if I want to take the class, at least I start 9 o'clock, correct? And then this is information. Decision making means that, okay, next week I wake up early, 8 o'clock, because before the starting the class, I have to stop by the McDonald's for my coffee, something like that. And then you can make adequate decision making. Okay, if I want to stop by the Starbucks, and then I wake up at least 30 minutes before, or something like that. These things is same as in the business and econs. Also documents, same thing. So there are many big data. And nowadays we say the big data and data mining or data AI or something like that. Very lots of area for your futures in this area, computer science and computer management, so computer engineering part. And then the data makes some information for decision making. This is series for management decision situation. So 2 to 3 decades ago, the MIS part and the business management part, business and economic major is very powerful. Nowadays it's also same. It's computer science, more AI, big data, lots of area, these procedure. So decide that, okay, I want to make job this area. I want to make job this area, or correct, or another system, or such. information and make the decision part, SSR, DR, something, a lot of the decision making in this area. My part, this one. This part is lots of chance to new job. That's why the computer science or my AI part is involved this way. This is 2 to 3 years ago, 2 to 3 decades ago, and then nowadays MIS is separate a major in this in every university or college. Anyway, this is for origin. How can we make the related for information and data, and then how can we make the documented? This is for information science area. Ready? Okay. Let's move to this textbook. See, introduce. We will look first at the document theory. What document theory means is if we find some stone or some pebble in the beach, and then the pebble is something information in there, and broken and right there, and then we research that or some chemical analysis, and then okay, this pebble have some information. How can we do that? By chemical analysis or broken and some taste, and then some other approach, and then those pebbles become documents. Okay, so this is fine. The world research area. This is documentation history. So they say we will look first at the document theory introduced by the first documentation movement. So the further developed by the neo-documentalists from around 1990. So it's very new approach here. So only 30 years, 3 decades ago, the information science developed. So very new trend disciplinary. Okay, so and next page, they say the document theory. Today 6 week or 550 students is coming. Okay. The English word documents come from the Latin language docrit means to teach or inform, or meant implies the means. So that the means means. This means is implying. And doc, D-O-C, from Latin, and then merge documents. This means is teach or import, and then combine the documents. This is the comes from the Latin. So the Oxford English Dictionary defines the documents as something written, inscribed, etc., which furnish evidence or information upon any subject. And this is how documents are generally understood. This is document. So we normally we think document. Oh, this is paper, and then something right there in the document. But the document means more in large meaning there. Okay, something like the song or animal, something like that. Okay, let's move to document theory. Anyway, the point is that all documents must be includes the information or at least data, and then we say documentation. Okay, even if it is a stone or a pebble or animal in the zoo. Anyway, they are included by some research about information or data. For what? For decision making. Okay, let's move to the kind of works of early documentalists towards the response to the greatly increased volume of furnished scholarly information. So as is the information is okay, and then they approach the scholarly information. Okay, bring this down. It means many researchers defined the definition of information, and the formerly science people. And then also information science is scholarly approach, and then they conclude the scholarly information. So scholarly information means is, and then the other scholars or researchers make some other decision or other output, other result of data or information. So the scholarly information is scholarly approach or learning or study. These things makes a scholarly information. This is applied for other case and other animal, other case, other approach. This is some kind of methodology. Last week I saw it. Methodology. Even if my main major is business and strategic and decision making. So nowadays, scholarly disciplines using their any kind of methodology in every for example, miniskirt effect. What's the meaning? Miniskirt effect. In the business part, some beautiful women make where the miniskirt is make it shorter, and then the economic status is very poor. Okay, so how can we say they are never relations data or the information there, but fortunately some researchers find if we very decline the economic status, and then at that time the beautiful young woman likes the miniskirt more the shorter. So what's the meaning? And what is the relationship? This is for methodology using the other sociology or philosophy or something. They are include some kind of methodology, and then using this scholarly approach and scholarly study, something like that. So most area using this one, especially psychology or philosophy. Even in the economic also business also. Nowadays, this is new trend. Several decades ago, how to approach the scholarly information, scholarly researching. So also information science is adaptive, is same thing. So, this is from the middle of the 19th century. They are using this methodology, and to the consequent needs the better ways to control. Why they using the methodology style? The consequence need better ways to approach. Better way, more easy or more get easy to get information. So bibliography. Something is very. I don't know also exactly the meaning bibliography as references. So in the college university, we know about the documentation. We say something, okay, textbook, reference, and the bibliography. Textbook. Textbook is for text, accumulate, and then make a book. This is textbook for any major. For introduction to business, introduction to science, this is textbook. Textbook is not discourse or argument. In the textbook, they escape the argument or different idea, different approach. So textbook is only ways for, how can I say this, very adaptive methodology. Textbook. And references. References is assist for textbook. So if you guys have some syllabus, this book, this class, the introduction to information science in this my class. The textbook is Introduction to Information Science, second edition by David Borden and Marine Robinson, published by the Facet publication, 2020, the last year, published by some researchers. This is textbook. Textbook is for origin, or not dictation or argument there. But the references, for example, my syllabus is a theory of information, fundamentally diversity and unification, organizational behavior by Mark Borin and OpenStax. This is a Rice University at 2019, something like the textbook. So reference is assist for or some help for understanding or reading or helping textbook. Okay, and very difficult area, bibliography. Bibliography. What's the meaning bibliography? I don't know also, but I say. In the university, as a library, as you know, we have seen books in the website there. Also, bibliography. What is the difference between reference and bibliography? I don't know exactly a definition, but for example, reference is textbook. Or I have a question, Bible. Bible is references or bibliography? This area. Okay, newspaper. Or weekly. Or daily. These things include the bibliography. Okay? And handbook. Dictionary. These things include the bibliography, not references. Okay. Nowadays, it's very confusing because even include me in the website. especially some YouTube or some other information in my phone. These things include here or here. I don't know. Exactly, I don't know. Also, other professors or researchers, these things include the references or bibliography. Nobody can answer that. This school is mission school. Some pastors, some guys have attended the church, and then the pastors have some sermon every Sunday, right? And then he using the Bible, basically using the Bible, right? And some assist books in the website or textbook and other novels or essay or something like that. And then the pastor makes sermon from everywhere. Nowadays, no meaning distinguish between reference people, but the scholarly approach, we have to decide that this is belongs to here, belongs to here. So, vague definition is okay. References include a textbook. And sometimes reference book is become the textbook. It's completely using. But the bibliographies cannot use the textbook. Okay, reference cannot. So handbook of human economics. This is exactly bibliography. It means bibliography assists for approach. Textbook and references, definition or approach methodology. This is bibliography, okay? Handbook also say, dictionary also exactly includes the bibliography. Dictionary is not references. Also dictionary is not textbook, correct? This is the bibliography. Bible is also same. And every day, daily newspaper is changed every day and news to news. So this is every time changed. That's why newspaper cannot be text or bibliography. But the reference is okay. So if I choose some communication and then textbook is okay, find it from printed or McDo. And the reference is also New York Times and Washington Journal is references. I highly recommend. Also website. Reference. So a little bit vague area is clear. Handbook, dictionary, Bible, newspaper, it's all include the people. But the newspaper includes two things. Textbook includes this thing. And website includes this area. I just know that's it. I don't have any more information, bibliography and references and text. So information science also in this area, the authors also say the bibliography since 19th century, they studied more selection, organization, and documentation, dissemination of printed works, all things bibliography. Nowadays, bibliography is divided into two things. This is reference, this is for bibliography. Okay? It's not important, but the librarian in every university, so I asked several times, what is the differences? They say, bibliography is bibliography, textbook is textbook, and references and references. You're using these parts, using the bibliography, this is the bibliography. If you're using these parts for reference, your syllabus, this is the reference, something like that. Very funny and interesting answers. Anyway, so I wanna say to you, every disciplines approach the scholarly approach and scholarly learning studies. So approach is very nice in my case. So approach. So finally, our conclusion is scholarly information. And say again, the scholarly information for what? For educate decision making. What's the meaning educate? Educate means is not answer, okay? Educate means is not exact. For example, decision making, for example, this. So, okay, I want to become a medical doctor. This is my goal. And I decide my futures. Oh, I want to become very excellent medical doctor. Okay. There are many methods to become a medical doctors. Method. This is method. This is method. Okay. Hard work and study a lot and something shadow program, something SAT, and I study more better than playing a game, something like that. There are many kind of factors in there. So we say this F1, F1X2, F3. For example, I want to become a medical doctor, and what is the factors? Okay, 3 things. Make harder study, scholarly, and okay, my eager mind, something like that. Okay, there are many reasons and factors there in study. This shadow program. This is enthusiasm. This is eager mind. I work hard in enthusiasm. So there are many kind of factors in there for become a medical doctor. As you say, as you okay. And then I cannot everything make equation or factors. So only choose the three things, 3 factors. And then other thing is okay. Other thing is subject to same or guessing. Anyway, I choose it because it's impossible for every factors, And then this fx study, we can say this fx equal ax plus b. Simply, we say equation this one. This one is fx1 plus ax1 plus b. This is in this situation we can express ax2 plus b. Okay, and then these 3 equations make this graph. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is fx1. How can we make it is other area. Okay, if you have the chance to decision making earlier for my class, and then I introduce that. Anyway, study can express fx equal ax plus b. And shadow program is x1. And enthusiasm x1. This is px1. As you know, comes. And input this independent vectors. Put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Something like that. And then make this type. This fx1. This one is fx3. And very simple. How can we decision making? Decision making is cross factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If I want to become a medical doctor, I follow the this graph. And then the decision making part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points is become medical doctor point. Okay, and then we compare it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, this one is this one is x0 or 2. This is for 3 or something. This is something. This is for 5 and 0, something like that. This is it. Oh, sorry. Y 2 0 0 5, something like that. So we compare 5 points and then compare the points. This is maximized. Oh, okay. Study X1. I have to study 3 hours per day. Shadow program X1. I put there 4 hours per day. Okay. The enthusiasm is also eager mind for 1 hour per 1 hour or 1 week. Anyway, the day weekly. So this area is decision area, making area. Any point can make it become a medical doctor. But these things, for example, x3, y3 point, and compare this one, this is better. Compare this one, this is better. So you don't know the reason. Anyway, the cross section part is maximize max fx. This will become a medical doctor. How can we make maximize? 5 point become a maximize. So we compare each point and which is more bigger, and then we choose the decision. So many kind of decision in this area, but we cannot calculate everything. So 5 point compare, and then finally we choose this one. And this style maximize effects. It means maximize medical data. So many decision making solution in here, but which is adequate time here. Many kind of solution or solutions. There are many answers and solutions, and I choose or compare any point, but we have many experienced researchers say the cross point is maximized point, and we choose it. So it means I reverse understand. If I want to become a medical doctor, okay, I choose 5 things, and then which is maximized point, and I choose it. So enthusiasm 1 hour, shadow program 4 hours, study 3 hours per day, and I can make this decision. This decision is adequate, not solution, not exactly answer. This is best one. It means adequate. So adequate means it's not exactly answer, exactly solution, just adequate. Because anyway, this 5 point is best one, but some factors more than. That's why we cannot say the solution answer. It is also difficult. You parents, you guys, they are pushed to your children. Shadow program is more important. This is many things in your mind. Only thing, idea. How can? This is for educate decision making process. Okay. So also there are you guys, even if they are students, you want to become a citizen, the eagle, something like that in here for your children or for my life. So how can we become a citizen? There are many kinds of methods. Also, you want to buy your own home, own house, correct? How can we make decision for your house? There are many options there. City and some education level and some investment chance and approach the freeway. Approach the freeway. There are many kinds of reasons there. If you want to buy your home, it's very important thing because it's in your life at least 2 to 3 times only chance to buy your home. So very careful decision. There are many kind of reasons there. There are many kind of reasons for become a medical doctor. You will buy your home, house or home. How can we decide? It's easy. Maximize FX equal buy your home. And then you choose the point. Okay. Which city? It's FX1. Okay, education level is very important for your children. Okay, this is FX2. And interchange approach, interchange near the or something, information, what's that? Anyway, the approach to freeway is FX3. This is for investment chance FX3. Also, it's very important. Eh? So there are many kinds of reasons, and we say these factors. We cannot calculate and correct the data. It's impossible every data. Eh? That's why I choose only 36, 46, and then very simply make graph, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. We can make it this one. And then you compare this cross point and decide. In my case, I live in the Chimneys and I searched the house several years, long time ago. And my wife and me stop by and assist from the agent and show to every house. And my wife, this house is very good. This is prices very good, but very old one, from 1975 or something. And it's very far to freeway. And the education level is very poor. And I showed to another, and the agent showed to another house. This is very good location. But the price is very high. I said, no, then. So you're coming in here, I don't like the doctor, and also I'm very tired, and the weather is not good, and the doctor is very nice, and then it's okay. Also today is very busy, or today is very lazy, I'm sick. There are lots of reasons in there. And how can you make the decision? Okay, if I say this one, okay. One more thing. Maximize and minimize. I say that if you come in here, this is not maximize problem. This is a minimize problem. Okay? Minimize. Minimize means decision is outside the area. There are many kinds of reasons not inside. This is minimize case. Okay. Also compare this point. This is minimize. Minimize means is cost, time. How can I save the money? This is minimize. If you have some investment time, okay, how can we make the maximize investment? Something like that. This is a little bit different. And if you want to buy your home later, if by chance I give you some data this table. It's very easy to check. So if you think the city price, education level, you cannot decide. So we are solving, make data and make some equation, and then you can make the adequate solution. It's not solution, it's not answer, adequate. It's best to best. This is educate solution. Okay, and come back again. Also, this documentation is also same methodology to approach that. Okay. And I showed this thing, and then we finish the class. Okay. Okay. This one. The breadth is 1950s researchers shows that this is shown here using example given by Brett. This is for document or not. Okay, star in the sky is document. No. Photo of star is document. Okay, because why? They includes some information. And the stone in the river, the beach of the pebble, is not document. But stone in the museum, because this is document. Because what? The stone includes some information. Animal in the wild, not document. Animal in the zoo is information, includes the animal. So document. Okay? Can distinguish that this is document or not. This is the 1970s. They today will one of the things. Okay, simply I introduce that the documentation is not three parts. Okay, document make very many diverse forms, because it's intention and attribution. Documentation, I say the input will include some information, and two things, intention. The documentation by intention, and also documentation by attribution. Especially for scholarly approaching. So intention means I would like to study something. And attribution is if I find some stones in the beach and then I bring that in my laboratory and then I approach something and then the stone has some information. This is for attribute for other area or stone development, something like that. And this is documentation. So there are two things. Main form is intention and attribution. And then there are become documentation is just like we put there. Index quality, okay, index quality, and some documentality and complementarity or fixity and productivity. It means is attribute area. I can use the index, I can use the productivity, I can this is a fixity or something like that, and then these areas become documentation. Okay, and let's move. Okay. Also, just one more thing. The last one. I will show you that the 4 kinds of models based on the distinctions of 4 levels. There are 4 kinds of levels, and then it's distinct for 4 levels. These models. First is work, and work expression. The manifestation, pose, like that. There are 4 kinds of models based on the distinction for levels. So the model is distinct 4 kinds of levels. The model is work model. This is intellectual or artistic consent of distinct creation. This distributive creation and then works. Okay, work model. And the expression model is some convey or combination distinctly. This is this one and that one is a little bit different. This is comparing. This is expression model. And the manifestation means is a state. Manifestation is state. So set of the all characters that assume to share the same character. Okay. The manifestation is state. I say that, and then that define that, something like that. This is for manifestation. Identity, you know the item. So it's an object carrying sign, mode, intent, compare sign. Itemize. And this is for relay the documentation model. Okay. This is 4 kinds of levels, requirement, documentation models. Okay. This is all today class. Okay. Any question? Okay. Thanks for coming and see you next week.